Why would you not go for it? Why would you not take a chance? At one point in time, you got to take a chance on you.
Welcome back to episode 44 of our channel, which is this is the new rebrand, which is Bar Friends. Before, we've done 43 episodes under Nothing But Nonsense, which we have no brand, you know what I mean? So welcome to Bar Friends, the first episode of Bar Friends. Today we're joined by my sister, Natalie, and we also have Livy Kamarec, who you guys would probably know, unfortunately, as the Gainer Girl.
Yes, I don't have a name anymore. She's just Gainer Girl.
It was funny because I went on TikTok yesterday to do a little bit of research, and I just typed in Gainer Girl, and then you come
That's
up.
what my sister said. She's like, if you just look up Gainer Girl, like, it's just you. I'm like, oh my god, you're like great.
Yeah.
Like, I just literally am nameless.
Yeah. She does have a name. She does make some other content, so we're going to talk to her about that today. We're also joined by my dogs, so if you hear them, that's what they're doing. We've got two of the wiener dogs, which you've met before, Jimmy Dean and Annabelle, and then we've got Cooper.
Cooper is walking around under here.
Yeah.
He just put his head in my lap.
Did he?
Yep.
But yeah, let's get into this. So Livy is known as the Gainer Girl on TikTok. All your handles are just Livy Kamarec, right?
Yeah, no. Instagram's Livy Kamarec, TikTok's Olivia Kamarec.
Olivia Kamarec?
I'm pretty sure.
I'll check and I'll just put them in the bio anyways. And then I also saw that you have a YouTube channel in your link tree.
Yes, but I'm going to be studying abroad in Rome, and that's whenever I want to start posting YouTube videos, because, like, I want to do something with social media, so I was like, I just love watching YouTube videos. It's what I do, like, when I'm getting ready in my bed. So
You're
I
an
was
iPad
like,
kid?
I am. It's so bad. I have to turn something on whenever I'm doing anything. But so I was like, I definitely want to start posting YouTube, and I was like, I'm going to be living in Italy for a few months, like, what better time than that?
Right.
So, haven't had any content yet, but in the future.
Yeah, look forward to that in the future. But that also, I think, was Livy Kamarec.
Probably. I honestly don't know, because half the time I made stuff when I was a kid. I was one of those kids who had like 70 accounts for everything.
Soccer Girl 27.
The Snapchat usernames.
Now I can't have like any emails, Instagrams with my actual name.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, so she's got 115.8K followers on TikTok, which is pretty cool. 7.1 million likes, I wrote down. The Gainer Girl video has 19.3 million views.
Which is crazy.
And then your final Gainer, unfortunately, is the part that you actually get it, has 763,000 views. Yeah. So everyone just kind of was like, we're done.
Yeah. It's fine. She'll get it.
She'll get it. What I thought was cool through all that, though, was Barstool Sports reposted you.
Yeah. Which was insane.
Did you get consent from them first?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I took a screenshot of it the one time because it was like Barstool wants to send you a message, and I was like, what? What do you mean? And so they literally were just like, hi, we love your video. Like, do you give us permission to post this? And I had to submit it to like a link and stuff, and then they posted, and I was like, this is insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
My favorite was seeing all the like Emily Kaiser movie, and then
all of them doing
it. Like other people, they're all like Gainer Girl, and I'm like, oh my god, she went to my high school.
It's just like Avery Catherine Wood, you know her?
Yes.
So she was just trying to do like a headstand, and I was just watching, and she's like, I feel like the Gainer Girl trying to do this. I'm like, that's someone who I watch like every single day. I'm like,
you're like, oh my god, I'm like one person away from her.
I know. It's crazy.
It is really weird too, because like for me as a guy, it's like, I mean, yeah, I watch movie and all them, but then it's also too like in the comments, it's like the Tennessee Titans commented on the one, we're so proud of you, and I was like, what?
And like Dallas, Texas, they commented on like 3 of them. I was like, oh my gosh, like
what is happening?
Yeah.
Draft me, I guess.
It's just so crazy that like it went that viral.
I know. Like my dad was at the gym, and he texted our family group chat and was like, someone just came up to me and said, are you Gainer Girl's dad? I'm like, even this
wasn't he in one of the videos?
Yeah, like literally
He was
for
in the
like
one-
1
yeah.
second. I'm
Did
like,
it
how did
first
he even
try.
recognize him?
That's crazy.
He did it first try. Well, it's
Yeah.
funny too, like just on a side note, so he gets his haircut by Bryce.
Yes.
I just saw the video of Bryce, and your dad was in it, and I was like, oh my god, it's Mr.
My
Kamarec.
brother came up and showed the screenshot. I'm like, what is that?
I saw the same thing. I was like, is that Mr. Kamarec?
He loves it there.
That's amazing.
Yeah, the Kamarec family might as well just start a giant family
That's
vlog.
what we've been saying.
You should.
Too chaotic. It's a lot every day.
Well, the one video I like, which Cole, I played soccer with Cole, and he was doing hibachi night in the.
That's
they
an
had
every
his
night
full-
thing too.
His
That's
full
like,
get up.
It's so funny. My mom loves telling this story. He got that from Goodwill, and the one day, so we have like a gazebo outside and like a little walkway to it. And the one day he just came home from thrifting with this whole get up on, and my mom was like, "What?
What happened?"
She's like, "Where Goodwill.
Yeah.
Why does that not even surprise
Who's probably
you?
searching through like
It's like,
jungles
yeah.
of it. Yeah.
He probably saw it and he's like, this is it. I want it.
This is the one.
There's difference between guys thrifting and girls thrifting.
Oh,
like
for
girls,
sure.
you guys thrift.
Yeah.
Well, just
Like
as a classic, like there are
Zara.
guys that thrift, like Hunter Reynolds.
You're right.
He thrifts and then makes all of his artwork
Yeah.
into the clothes, which I think is cool too. But my buddy Preston went into Goodwill and bought a wheelchair from Goodwill. It's like,
Why?
what are you gonna do with that? He's like, I don't know, I just bought a wheelchair.
That's so funny.
And the funny part about it too is like, you know how wheelchairs, they have like a place to put your feet.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't.
Yeah,
So
like,
you
so
just
it's-
sit there and roll
so, like,
around in it.
So
Does he
you're
still have
just
it?
your legs.
Yeah.
Does he still have it?
I think so. Yeah. It's just like, why?
It's just like taking up space for no reason.
Yeah. Do you guys have
awesome.
do you have thrift stores that you like to go to, or is it pretty much just like Goodwill?
No, I honestly only ever go to Goodwill, but I did just donate clothes or sell clothes, I guess, to Plato's Closet. And when I went in, I was like, this is kind of really nice. I was like, I need to start coming here.
Uh-huh.
But I just get so stressed out when everything's like not organized.
That's how I
and
am.
I'm
I
like,
can't.
I have to really be in the mood. Even when stores like TJ Maxx, it's like
I can't look at TJ Maxx or else I'm like,
get
what am I
really,
looking
like-
for?
Yeah, I'm like, this is scary. Coming
Give up.
in here. But
I watch all of your buyer buys. I was like, how is
yeah.
she finding these?
no,
Like,
because
I'll
I have to be
spend
in the
hours.
mood, and like I'll be there for like 2.5 hours.
Like, how is she finding these? Because
Yeah.
I can't.
I think that concept is pretty cool, just to buy or buy.
Yeah,
And people
I
do
liked
like
it
it.
a lot,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
It's
love
pretty
watching
simple
those
too. It's
videos.
like buy.
Or buy.
Yeah. I'm not wearing
But
this.
then I always get confused, and I feel like I'm like dyslexic because I have to like go back. I'm like, wait, did they buy this
Which
or not?
buy?
Yeah.
You're like, which buy are you talking about?
You have some other content too, like your shopping content, your Sunday reset.
Yes.
Oh,
Do
I
people
love
love that? Or,
They-
or is it
yeah.
more for just like I'm just gonna film myself
Well,
like
so
actually?
I'm such a cleaner. It's what I do. Like my room is always organized. Like honestly, sometimes for the Sunday resets, I will purposely let it get messy to like do that.
Clean.
But that's like something where I really love to watch on TikTok, and I already do that in my everyday life. So I was like, why not just film
Yeah.
it? They definitely are the harder ones to edit. They take long.
Well, yeah, because you have to. It's just like you do
Like, little
like
clip
individual
after clip.
items.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And that
but
takes
I love
forever. That's why whenever I originally start, so I do the editing for the short stuff, the short form content
Yeah.
too, and it'll just take forever because before I would subtitle everything
Yeah.
individually, and that takes forever.
Which I can't even imagine doing.
But if you do want to do that, CapCut has auto subtitles, and you just have to go in and just
Yeah,
kind
I
of
had
fix
no.
it.
I also get like anxious looking at all this stuff
All
in
the
there,
stuff,
and I'm
yeah.
like, what does this all mean?
Yeah.
I need to
What's
take a
next?
day just to like do all my research on it.
Yeah,
and everything.
CapCut's tutorials are really easy though because whoever made them, they're all like a minute long.
Yeah.
So if you just want to find an effect, it's like
Yeah,
a minute
yeah.
long, which makes it way
That's
easier.
smart.
You've got your day in the lives too.
I like your day.
Those are my
lives.
favorite things to make. I love like vlogging and like coming to work with me.
When
and
you open
stuff.
up the boutique,
Yeah.
I love
Those
that.
are my favorite to
They're
like
so
edit
cute,
and film.
yeah.
Yeah. Then you have your get ready with me's, which the one that I really liked was whenever you guys were getting ready for the wedding. And
talks
Andrew,
about this all the
I do because I like Andrew's my friend,
Yeah,
and
he's
Andrew's her
awesome.
boyfriend. If you guys didn't know that, which they probably do already because
Yeah.
he's in a couple of the videos too. But he's so Andrew in all the videos. He literally just went rah. Anyone with this banana? It's like okay.
No, because it's so funny because people before like my extended family and stuff met him, they were like, "How does he act around your parents?" I'm like, exactly how
He is.
Yeah.
Like
He does
doesn't
not
change,
hide it.
which that's what I love so much because that's how I am with like his
Right.
parents too. Like he is not.
Yeah.
He doesn't tone it down at all. But-
He's so
Well,
funny.
yeah, we just spent a week with Andrew too.
Yeah.
Which Livy knows. We went to Cheyenne, Wyoming for the Cheyenne Frontier Days. But he probably already told you because he gave you a tour of the whole place.
Yes.
His bed, his leg fell off the bed.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure how it
Don't know
happened.
what
He said
happened?
well, I don't know. He was kind of brief with it, which makes me feel like he was hiding things.
Him and Graham were like doing something
Yeah,
in
he
there.
said he just jumped on it and it fell.
And it fell.
But
But it was funny because you know that stupid voice he talks in all the time.
24/7.
And we all get stuck talking like that.
And we walk in there and he's like laying in his bed and it's slanted downwards and he's like, we're like, oh, is that really good? And he's like, yes, it's really good for you.
He's
It's
like, I heard it's really good for you.
And he was FaceTiming me and I was like, why don't you just like either take them all down, like take the mattress off the frame, and
Nope.
he's like, no.
I can't.
He stayed like
I'm like, 'cause
this.
it's not like it's just like the ends or it's just the one leg.
Yeah, no, he just left it. He slept like that the
Literally
rest of the
slept
trip.
like that
yeah.
the entire time. I heard it's really good.
Yeah, he's such an idiot. when he
It's
does
seriously
that
like
shit.
sometimes I think he will never go back to his normal voice.
I don't.
I'm like,
I don't even think I've heard his song.
No, I really don't think I do.
I will get so serious. I'm like, Andrew, I don't know what you sound like normally. Like, you need to give me a little clip.
Yeah. Who are you?
I'm like, who is this person?
We literally get stuck talking like that. Like, it was like 3 days later, and Chase and I were like talking to
We were talking
each
to dogs like that, and Natalie was like, "You're like Andrew, huh?" And I was like,
And
"Yeah."
so funny.
Chase's girlfriend was standing there, and she was like,
Oh, what's going on?
and Chase and I were like,
Oh,
oh.
this is what happened. You've got your coffee too, which is you love your coffee. Yeah.
my
You also
Where
love.
do you get that? Main
I was
Street
gonna ask
or
you,
not?
Main
Spring
Street
and Main.
on it's Spring and Main is the cafe, but
Okay.
on Main Street in Sealy Noble.
Okay.
My favorite sugar-free raspberry.
The coffee
It has
looks
my
so
heart. But yeah,
good.
I'm also a barista at school. I work at a little coffee shop,
Oh, yeah.
so I have a true, and that's what I want to do when I'm older. So it's like my passion.
Own a
is
coffee
there.
shop?
Yeah.
That would be
Oh,
cool.
that would be so perfect.
Do you have like I know you're also big into like going to Pittsburgh to go to like all their different coffee shops too. Do you have
Yeah.
a favorite one down there?
Yes.
You guys go to the one in the Strip. a
Yeah,
lot.
that's where we normally go when we go downtown. My dad's the one who got us all hooked.
Really?
Yeah. He just is always like, let's go to the Strip. And we're like, okay. let's go.
Okay,
But
fine.
it's called La Prima. Oh my gosh. They have the best lattes literally ever. That's where me and Andrew tried a place. I don't even remember what it was called. 'Cause
Yeah.
It was just like, but that was like our go-to
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah. Well, it's fun.
Take note, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna
because
try it.
being from Pittsburgh, going to the Strip is like an event.
Yeah.
And it's really
we
like,
go like maybe once a week.
Yeah.
It's like crazy.
there's all kinds of restaurants down there,
Yeah.
Pittsburgh themed stores, breweries,
Yeah.
different stuff like the
What is
Putt
the
Shack.
Holies? Woolies?
Woolies? Do you guys
Woolies,
call it Holies or Woolies?
What is it?
Every single time I come home from the Strip, I ask my mom, I'm like, wait,
Holies or Woolies?
I think I normally say Holies, but I looked it up one time, and like obviously Siri's not gonna know. Like, this
yeah.
place in Pittsburgh.
I say
But-
Wooly.
I think
Woolies
I
every
say, I
time.
think we, yeah, I think I
I
say
got a
Woolies.
large
too.
pronunciation on the wool there for a second.
Yeah.
That was wrong.
Woolies.
Love that,
I got really excited about that.
Do you like it? Do you guys like sushi?
Love sushi.
No.
You ever
love
get it
it.
from Andy's, the little place
No.
right into Holies? He's like making it on the spot.
Right there.
You
He's
should
been
try
like-
that.
I should
You should
definitely
try
go there.
that.
Oh my gosh, I forget what it is, but he only has like one day off or something like a year. He works every single day, like
jeez.
all day. He's awesome and he's so funny to just watch. And he's normally wearing like a big like gold chain. And
Oh my
he's
god.
awesome.
You should try that.
Yeah, because we go to Jimmy Wan's a lot for sushi.
Jimmy Wants is really good,
Yeah.
but yeah, he just makes it like fresh
Fresh
right in
right
front
out of
of
the
you
market,
and just
yeah.
like hands it to you.
That's cool. You guys also went to Pittsburgh or Picklesburg.
Yeah, me
Big
and my
pickle
friends.
fan.
Yes. We have a lot of things.
Pickles, coffee.
Sushi. I'm an easy person.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really fun to go to. What I tell everyone though is like the food's really, really good there, and there's a lot of cool things. Like they had like a pickle egg roll, which is like
Oh,
who
what?
even thinks
Right.
of that? The lines are just so long.
Yeah.
Like you have to be prepared to wait in line. And
Well,
it
that's
was
like
hot.
Picklesburg is like that's
A
an
huge
event
thing.
too.
Like we saw people like coming at a hotel, and I was wondering like if they
geez.
came there
For Picklesburg. They
Yeah.
probably did.
because I feel like it is like
Right?
a very big.
It's
event.
like a pickle con. Like
Right,
there's
yeah.
cons
Yeah,
for
it's a
everything.
lot.
Like there's Comic Con and like whatever
Yeah.
else there is. Like Pittsburgh Pirate Day. Like they do that in Convention Center. There's Picklesburg.
I have
Yeah.
to know what your favorite food there was, though.
Okay, well, so this was the second year going. Last year, the pickle pierogies were seriously one of the best things I've
sounds
ever had.
good.
This year, they disappointed. So we did try pickle pizza. Sounds and doesn't look appealing. Oh my gosh, it was the
So
best thing I've
good.
ever had. My mom makes homemade pizza, and I immediately went home and I'm like, we are trying
Put
this
pickles
the
on
next
it.
time.
Put
I'm
pickles
like,
on it.
was. I think we said it had like a ranch like base or something,
Yeah.
like real
Ooh,
thin.
yeah.
A white pizza, like no red sauce. Oh my gosh,
And then just pickles
that
on
sounds
it. Yeah.
good.
it was so good.
I can't imagine.
We got
That
like a
sounds
pickle
good.
grilled cheese too, which again, like they sound so bad, but it's
I feel
really,
like that
really
would be good.
Well, I feel like grilled cheese and pizza are like the universal
Yeah.
toppings. That
Yeah.
You can put on whatever you
And,
want
yeah.
to them too.
They were both
I
really
agree.
good.
What are your thoughts on pineapple on pizza?
Never had it. I
Really?
wouldn't be against trying it, but it's the type of thing where no one ever orders it, so it's like I'm not.
No one
gonna eat
ever
that.
orders a pickle on a pizza though. So, like you're one step ahead of a lot of everyone. You're definitely one step ahead.
Yeah.
And then also too, so like her normal content, what I took from it is that there's definitely a lot of more of a small town theme from it.
Yeah.
That's also because Love Annie is in a small town.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the content is a lot of your boutique and anything in that because up from like North Pittsburgh, there isn't a whole lot of just like there's not like a mall you can go to. Like you got to kind of like
yeah.
really drive to Ross Park Mall.
Or things
like,
are just like randomly
Yeah.
placed. Yeah.
So really up here, it's like go to Zealy or anything like that.
I love it.
Do you aim for your content to be like small town theme?
Yeah, because I feel like that's something that people, they either live in a small town and they're like, I love this and I want to see people, like other people who live in a small town, or there's people who live like in a city on the beach who like love looking at like the small town life and stuff.
Yeah.
So I do try to make it look, I mean, it is very realistic. That's what I actually
It's
do.
what
But
you do,
I do aim to have like I try to have like the strand up in there to have like that like kind of old vibe to it and everything. But
Love Annie's awesome. We go in there all the time for
every
Christmas.
time we Christmas shop for our
mom. Yeah, just all the little knickknacks and stuff.
Season.
It's gotta be because you guys
It
do
is.
perfect with like little knickknacks everywhere.
And it's crazy. Well, because a lot of people also think that we have the same thing like all year round. But it's like
You guys change
the
the seasons.
themes change it too.
well, Christmas obviously is like very Christmas themed, but like we'll get everything for holidays, but even just like our general like candles, plates, like all that stuff. Like my mom is constantly like getting new things, so
Yeah.
it's awesome. I love working there.
Yeah, we got the charcuterie board, like the pegs to put in.
We get a
to
lot of
decorate
those.
the-
Yeah.
I think we've got like every single one.
Yeah, no. We've like repeated some of them now. We're like, did we get this from mom last year?
Mom will open it. She'll be like, I already have this.
Oh.
That's how everyone who comes in like buying those, they're like, I don't know if they have them or not.
It's awesome. And then we got the college
Those
themed
cups.
glasses.
Oh yeah, I
too.
have one of those.
Do you?
The
They're
Dayton
cute.
one. I got one for me and Andrew too.
Oh, those are they're cute.
I love them.
You guys definitely had to make those jokes yourself though, because you can't find just Dayton glasses though.
Well, no, they did have.
Oh,
them.
really?
They ended up they're like sold out. I think now, or like they stopped making them, so we got them like just in time. But I think they had like every single college. Obviously, like Pitt, Penn State.
Right.
Were
We
the
got
main ones.
We have
WVU and Penn
WVU.
State.
Yeah, WVU we had to, but yeah, we got lucky with Dayton
Those
because
are
there's like
cute.
never any Dayton stuff.
I
No,
never see
ever.
any Dayton stuff. I never.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Whatever.
It's only the
Okay.
college I go to. So going into the future, you said you're gonna continue to make content, or at least you want to.
Yes.
So what's the college content gonna look like? Is it gonna
That's
be
what-
more your coffee or barista theme, or like what's gonna go on with
because
that?
I love planning stuff out. I've been like anxious about everything I feel like I've said, but I get like, oh, like what am I gonna do for this? And that's because like again, I'm going to be in Italy for an entire semester, which is like I know I'm gonna be able to do so much there.
content,
but then
yeah.
I was like thinking, I was like, what am I gonna do when I get back?
Yeah.
Like, cause I feel like I'll probably do like get readies with me still, like
Day in the
especially like
lives.
yeah, like coffee because I work like 3 times a week normally, so that'll be really fun. I feel like like work on campus with me. And then just like getting ready to go out, like I feel like that type of stuff
Yeah.
I'll probably like keep doing.
Would you do any live streams?
I was actually thinking about doing one like tonight because
Really?
I saw, of course, on my like For You page, it's so many like, here's how to like be successful and everything.
Yeah.
And someone just like popped up saying like talking about live streams, and I was like, I completely forgot because I personally don't watch any live streams, so I forgot that they were like even a thing.
Yeah.
But then I was like, that's actually pretty smart because I get so many comments, especially on the Gainer one, where it's like, did you watch the tutorial? So I feel like a bunch of people would join to ask me those questions that I would like love to talk about. But
Yeah, live streams are awesome because there's way more engagement in it. Like it's real time. Like I don't know if you remember the name. He was in my grade. His name was Aiden Pavetti. He has muscular dystrophy, but his thing is hunting, fishing, and God. Like that's his whole thing. So he'll go live and then just tie fishing flies. And then just
I've
talk to
seen those
his.
videos.
He'll just talk to his audience like the whole night.
yeah, I would really like to do it too because there are so many comments on those videos where it's like I try to go through and read them, but I obviously can't respond to
all of
every
them.
single one. So I would love to be able to do like real time, like see that, answer it real
Yeah,
quick.
I try really hard whenever I post them on YouTube to go through the comments and just engage because that's how you get people.
Yeah,
to come
that's
back.
what I do definitely on like every single other video. I like respond to everyone. I always like it, but the Gainer ones have thousands and thousands.
can't
You're
get
like,
to all
I
of them.
literally can't
Whenever
find them.
whenever I was first posting and I would go like in my inbox, I wouldn't even have time to read them. Like in my inbox, it would just like keep refreshing
Really?
and refreshing.
Oh my
and I was like,
God.
this is insane.
Like, I don't even know what to look at.
And some would be real funny, and I would like try to go show my mom, and then it would just disappear and like keep coming. And I was like, oh my gosh.
So when you posted that, were you like, did you wake up and it went super viral, or was it
No.
going viral in the same day?
It was, so I posted it, I have no idea what time, but like at nightish, like not super late.
Yeah.
And after like an hour, like not even, it had 100,000 views.
That's so
and I was
crazy.
just like,
You're like, what is that? This is kind of fun.
like, this is so weird. And then it like kept going up, and then I went to bed at like, I think it was at like 200,000 or something, and I woke up and it had millions.
You're
and
like,
I was like, what
whoa.
just happened?
Yeah, that's funny. And then as well, like with the comments and the engagement, like was there anything that like someone, like you said you watch these people every day, but like was there a single person that was like this is crazy?
Wait, in the comments?
Like in the comments, or like someone reached out to you or reposted your video?
Yeah, well, Barstool obviously.
Yeah.
House of Highlights reached out to me to repost it too, which was like, I've never heard of them, but then I went on there and they had like millions and stuff. The football team's Nivea, which is like, I don't even use Nivea, but they commented. I was just like, this is so weird. Yeah. It was like, I don't know.
Can I get lotion?
Message me, please.
We had that happen once too. My buddy Noah is drinking Aspire. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Okay, so we just tagged him in a video, and then they were like, oh, this is awesome. Then immediately we were like, can we have a case of Aspire?
And that's what, like, I've gotten, like, my message requests are insane on TikTok because there's so many, like, TikTok shop people who have, like, reached out and stuff. And it's like, I can't even go through those. And, like, emails from, like, brand deals. And I was like, I'm just flipping into the pool.
Like, what is
what
happening?
do you want me to do with all this?
Well, I guess whenever you're flipping into the pool, they might go back through your profile and
that's
see
what
what
I think a
content
lot
you
of them
make.
have done and just, like, have continued to do because it'll be, like, I don't even know. They're so random sometimes. Though, or some people will simply, I feel like, look and see, like, oh, she has this many followers, like...
Let's just see what we can get.
Yeah.
Or like, especially too, like it's easy to just go through your page and then it's like, oh, get ready with me makeup. You know what I mean?
And see that. Yeah, like YSL.
That one was crazy.
I
Their YSL package.
That's the biggest one for me.
Did they message you?
Yeah, so they, what was it? It was an email. And it was like, hi from YSL Beauty. And I was like, is this
hello?
a scam?
Is there another YSL brand? Like,
so I looked up the email and I was like, to like New York, like whatever, or like headquarters. And I was like, oh my gosh. And they were just like, we love your video so much. Like, would we be able to send you a package? And they talked about their water. Yeah, of course. They talked about like their waterproof mascara because like me going into the pool and everything. So I thought they were just going to be sending me that. And then I got the box and it was everything. And seriously, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the most insane thing I've ever.
Died.
I did.
I would have
was
like
it was
so
just
much.
one of those things where I was like, because this is a well-known brand. I was like,
Yeah.
because other people had reached out to me at the time, but it was just like, oh, okay.
It's like a nice brand too.
Yeah, I know. And like, I've never owned anything from them, but
Right?
it was, that
That's
was really
so cool.
And then you too just got the perfume company too.
Yes.
I forget what they're called. I don't use
Scent
like
Lab.
obviously
Yeah.
Scent Lab.
Yeah, Scent Lab. That was really fun to be a part of. I had like seen their candles and stuff before on TikTok, but like never really like looked at it. But the whole like potion making thing and like the way that they've responded, because it's like a woman-owned business, like the two owners, and the way that they just like present themselves through their emails, it was just like a lot of fun to be a part of.
That's so fun. That's
Would
so
you want to
cool.
continue doing stuff with them in the future?
Yeah, they reached out to me afterwards, and we are gonna like continue to like be in a partnership. So I don't necessarily know all the details yet, but they're like coming out with stuff like in the fall, and like obviously gonna keep trying
That'll
to
be
do
a lot
like
of
new
fun.
launches.
Yeah.
So
That's so
It
cool.
also gives you content to be able, so you don't like have to like stress about, oh, what am I going to post? It's like,
Yeah.
oh wait, I can do
I can
their
do
their
this.
ad tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. But even then, I feel like a lot of the ads are like very like, I don't want to say scammy, but they're kind of just like put out there. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
you know, this person is trying to just like.
that's why I just like I've been thinking about it obviously like a lot since like posting and stuff. Whenever I first started getting these emails, I felt like not pressure, but like I need to do every single one of these deals. Like even though I didn't love the brand, and that's why I'm like now I'm only gonna be like.
You're like starting to like understand.
I'm like I don't want to be posting these videos because a lot of the videos I did for ads, it was like I didn't love it. Like
Right.
you can just
It was
kind of tell
just
it's not,
obvious.
Yeah, you can't really tell it's like authentic. So I was like I only want to do brands that like I know of
You
or
love
like I
and use.
research and like because like Scent Lab again like I wasn't really familiar with, but once I like looked into it, I was like this is a really like nice company.
And talking to and building a relationship with the owners
Yeah.
helps a lot too.
So
Yeah, that's a lot of fun to look forward to. And then you just had the mixed drink like water.
Stir.
Oh,
Stir,
yeah.
yeah.
So
That was a fun way to do
That
that
was a fun
too.
way to do that.
Yeah, they were sending me like because a lot of the times like when people reach out to you to do brand deals, they'll send you like examples of like previous ones and like ideas and stuff. And so they were sending me examples, but I didn't want to like obviously copy and do the exact same thing. So I was like, how can I like make a twist on this?
Yeah.
So
And I feel like it was
fun
perfect too, because like you jumping into the pool.
Yeah, that's what
I guess
wanted
carrying
to
the
try.
theme, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to try
I
to
even
like
noticed
make it
that.
related to that.
Yeah,
but.
that's pretty cool. So back to, you were talking to us earlier, you're like, oh man, I want to get back into social media. What, because you did post, but then you didn't post like you do now.
Yeah.
Was there like something that you just woke up one day and was like, I want to start posting?
Yeah, because I mean, like, I went like viral so long ago with Camden. That
I remember that. That was funny.
I was about to bring that up.
that was one of the most exciting moments of our entire lives.
Those were so funny.
We were sitting in my kid because I went to soccer after I had posted it. Like literally just one of those videos where it's like, oh, like whatever. I get back from soccer. I'm like, wait, I think this video is blowing up. And we stood in my kitchen. I called Camden. I'm like, you need to come over. Like, this is crazy. And that was when like people weren't really just like randomly going viral. So we're sitting there refreshing. Like my entire family's like yelling.
Isn't it like fun. Me trying to get my neighbor to like me or something?
Yeah, it's so stupid.
It was
funny.
so dumb, but it was just like, okay.
Like, why not?
And then people like really like were, oh, we need to see this through. Like, you guys need to get married.
I remember the comments being like, you guys should get married. And I was like, in my head, I was like, I know them. They're like just neighbors. Like, it's just
like we were best friends. Like, we grew up together and everything.
That's so funny.
Yeah, but so even after that, like I had never like really posted, but now I'm like posting daily. Like, I don't really know. It kind of was like, I love seeing the videos that other people post, like other girls and stuff. And I was like, I want to be the person that some people are to me and like kind of like not be admired, but like have like kind of like a comfort, like safe page, if that makes sense. And so I was just like, I feel like it would be fun. I also like, Andrew will attest to this. I talk so much. I'm sending him video after video, like every single day. So I was like, why not do it on a page?
Yeah.
Right.
That's fun
Give
too.
Andrew a break.
I'm like, he needs a break. Seriously. He needs a breath.
He's like,
of
I
fresh
don't
air.
really
He was like,
care
thank
anymore.
God I needed Cheyenne. So like your comfort stuff too. Do you feel like whenever you post about God and stuff too, that like do you feel that's like nervous about that in some way, or do you feel like the people that are like your true fans are gonna stick through that?
I don't feel nervous about it because it's like it's my faith. So and I'm comfortable with it. If people don't like it, they don't like it. But that's one of my biggest things is I will never understand why if someone doesn't believe what you believe.
Why it's a big deal.
Why do you have to hate them for
like,
it? Because it's like
doesn't matter. It's not affecting you.
It's just very hypocritical too sometimes because if someone ever were to say they hate what you believe and you like obviously be defensive about it. So I've never been like nervous to post that stuff. It's definitely where it's like a target audience and it's like I obviously know I could lose followers or I could gain followers. So like when I did post a few of those things and I saw like girls commenting like I love this so much or like my faith, whatever, it really did make me happy because I definitely
Sorry, it sucks every time.
trauma whenever I hear that a lot. I'm like, oh my god, where do I need to be?
It forces
What
you.
time is it?
Yeah. It forces you to stop too, which is never cool. All right, yeah, but you said it was like a safe place for the girls to come into your comments and share their faith too.
Yeah, even this one girl who she started following me and I saw she started commenting on a bunch of my posts and she was like, I don't personally believe in God, but like I love seeing this, which is like that type of stuff. Like it's fine you don't believe in God, like whatever, but I'm just happy that you aren't hating.
Right. Yeah. And you're not like
you're not trying to because I think
you.
everyone should be open to everything.
Yeah.
So
there was whenever I really grinded this for a year and then I got to school and Noah, who's normally my co-host, he's 2 years older than I am, so he graduated and like went home. So it's hard for us to do like podcasts together. My excuse was like I don't always like Zoom because that like you don't get a real feel for people like that. But all of our comments whenever we were like really grinding it, they're like, bro, you should start a podcast, bro. Like all that kind of stuff. And it's just kind of like I don't really care, but then it's like, I don't know you and I don't want to go hating you because I don't know you. I don't know your story.
Like,
I don't know where you've been.
Follow me.
Yeah. Cause there was a guy that reached out to us in a DM. He sent a DM and he was like, like one of our reels back was like, this is awesome. And I said, oh, thanks. And he was like, just kidding. That was horrible. And I was like,
it's just like, it's fun. And even like every single post I watch on TikTok, I go to the comment sections. I'm just like one of those person. I check them every single time. It's just like instinct. And sometimes I'll see a video where it's like, I didn't think anything of it. And then you go to the comments and they're so like hateful and stuff. And it's like, yeah, we probably all have those thoughts. But
you don't
there's
need to
literally
say
no
it.
You don't,
to go and like comment and make someone, because it really does hurt from a random stranger.
Oh yeah.
What video was it? I think it was just like a quick like morning video. It made me laugh, like actually. But it was like a quick morning video I had posted, like just like little snippets of music, and someone commented like all caps 3 different comments, and they were like, why do you waste your time like filming these in the morning? Like you're wasting all of our time. And it was like paragraphs, and I'm like, well, first of all, like, I want to know how long it took you to type all that.
You're wasting your time typing this.
But that made me laugh because I was just like, geez, like someone's really
upset today. Yeah.
And it's like, it did make me be like, oh, like, dang it. Like, that's kind of sad at first. But then I was just like, it really doesn't matter. But I could see how someone, because I'm a very like, I don't care, like, whatever type of person. But if someone were to care, I could see how it would like really affect someone.
I really only brought up the faith thing too because I know that it's definitely like a super target audience, and people do really like, it's like make or break for some people. But I think the way that you go about it too is awesome. Like, you're not really preaching to tell everyone that Christianity or whatever like, are you Catholic?
Christian, okay.
Yeah. So you're not really just preaching like you have to be Christian, like you have to do this. Because I feel like people that do that are the ones that it's like, it makes people feel stuck, and then they kind of just like lash out.
And then it's just like, don't make me do that.
Yeah.
Right. Because I feel like when people are told to do stuff, they're like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
But it was kind of like, that's also like, I feel like people should kind of like fall into it on their own if they end up becoming a believer of God. Because like, that's kind of, I grew up like Christian. My grandpa was a pastor. Like, grandma plays flute at the church. Like, whatever.
We're in it. We're deep.
We're there. But I like really started like getting into my faith like honestly the past year, and it wasn't from like pressure from my mom or like anything. It just like happened.
Like,
it just like one day I was like, oh, like it just like started happening. So I feel like that's just kind of like a journey everyone needs to kind of go on.
Yeah.
Right.
The one TikTok I love that I keep seeing is your mustard seed bracelet, and then you let Jesus pick your verse for the day, and he picked the mustard seed verse, which I think is crazy.
And people were, cool. I know, because like people were commenting like, it's the wind. Like, I know it's the wind. I know it's the wind. I don't think God was like there like this. But it's just one of those things where it's like, how many pages are in the Bible? And it's like, seriously that, because like my mom has carried mustard seed in her store for I don't even know how long. So it's like one of those things that I've just like known about in the Bible, like the verse, like whatever. Being honest, like I don't study the Bible that much. I don't really read it as much as I probably should being a Christian, but like it was just so crazy that the one page and the first line on the top of it was about the mustard seed.
Which I think is just so crazy.
It was just like one of like, because again, like I know God wasn't like, here, let me, but it was just one of the things.
Yeah. It's also crazy too, like for that one, to me, it makes me think of, I don't know if you know the Tim Tebow or the 316. Maybe. Every stat line Tim Tebow put up was 316. It was like his average rush per yard was 316. His total passing yards that night was 316. Like it's just like, it's crazy.
It's one of those things where like you could make meaning of it or you could not. And it's like you could be praying for something, like praying for a sign, and then it's small things like that where it's like you don't think about it at first, but then it's like, oh, like maybe this was trying to like say something
to you. Yeah, and it's like right when you need it most. It's like
it's so weird.
Which I think is the greatest part of all of it. And then too, like we did a podcast with, you know, Eva Morgan?
Yeah.
So Natalie's best friend, Eva Morgan. We did a podcast with her dad, Mike Morgan.
Okay.
He does Outdoors with Morgan. Do you know their YouTube channel?
No, I don't think I do.
So they have like 316,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Awesome.
She just actually is getting a free pair of Tacova boots. Because they're sponsoring her dad. She literally was picking them up like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I was like...
They said something once too in their podcast. It was nothing. They were just talking about political events in the world, which I guess that never happens. Nothing ever good comes of that for anyone.
Especially on social media.
They were just stating the side that they were on, and not necessarily preaching to anyone that they have to be this way. But everyone in the comments was just like, "Oh, we're not watching your content anymore." So it's like,
it's so insane. Me, I obviously have my beliefs, but I am not
posting that.
Not even that, but I'm just like not knowledgeable, educated enough.
To say anything?
That's me. I don't watch the news. I don't research any of that stuff. Like I probably should be like a citizen of the United States. But it's just like that's like it's such a negative environment where it's like, and anytime I have like been watching the news or something, it like makes me feel so sad, and it's just like stuff I try to stay away from. So it's like even if I did have beliefs, I wouldn't ever want to be
like push
shove
or get
it in
hands
someone's
on
face.
Is this what? Do you know Lexi Hidalgo?
Yeah.
So I love her so much, and I don't even remember what she posted. It wasn't anything that like made me like angry or something, but she was posting. Shoot, I can't remember what it was, but something like political, and I was like, you have such like a big page, like, and she was talking so negative about like the other side. And I was like, of course, like everyone has their beliefs and everything, but like that's just like
too
hurtful
much.
To like whatever.
Yeah, that's what I think too. Comes back to your page. It's just like it's a comfort place.
Yeah.
Because you know, like they can, whoever watches you can come to your page and be like, oh, Sunday reset. Like I could do a Sunday reset too.
I love seeing people comment like, I love your videos so much. Like
Yeah.
it makes me so happy.
Or like they can watch a get ready with me while getting ready. Like it's just like
it's very like not distracting, but like it just like kind of gives you a break. I feel like
my comfort is Alex Earl because she does not care about anything, and I love it.
Nice.
Which the part of the reason why we rebranded to Bar Friends is because like at school, like I like to hang out, just chill, and just take a drink with everyone and be like, all right, now we're like this, like we can kind of chill out for a second. But then Noah, like he loves going to bars and going to different breweries and trying all that stuff. So I was like, okay, well that's perfect for us. So then my thing is like, what if we post these on Mondays or Fridays from 4 to 6 at happy hour?
Yeah.
So you can sit down and watch this at happy hour.
That's a really smart idea.
That is smart.
Which kind of gives us like, oh, you have to post at 4 on Monday because happy hour starts at 4 on Monday. So I think that could be cool too.
That would be fun.
I also think it's good whenever people have like set posting times.
Yeah.
Because like whenever I used to be an avid David Dobrik fan. Like,
me too. It was like I come home from school, I'd be like 10 more minutes.
I'm like looking at the clock, counting down. I'm like, come on. So I feel like stuff like that's really good to like have people like excited.
Yeah, we Noah and I talked about too. Speaking of David Dobrik, he mastered the YouTube short videos.
He did.
With 4 minutes and 20 seconds. He'd post every day, but it kept going. And like, there was never a sit down dull moment in any of the videos. It somehow kept you entertained, and 4 minutes and 20 seconds was like a movie the entire time.
What's next? What's next?
It was so exciting.
Yeah.
There was the one, was it on 420 when he would post like the long one, like once a year?
Maybe.
There was like one day, I don't know if it was 420 or like a different day where there was one day of the year he posted like a long one.
Video.
I would get really excited for that too.
Was there any like content creator that really inspired your content? Or was it kind of just like, I want to try it?
A mix of both, because I like Lexi Hidalgo, I love her. Ava Jules, who I don't watch on TikTok, but I've just watched her on YouTube like growing up and stuff. I love, like, she lives in Hawaii, like just like I just like love watching them. So girls like that, and then there would just be like random pages, like small business pages or whatever, where it's just like a combination of everything, where it's like I love these, and it's like my life is kind of similar to that, so I feel like I could like make this a thing. And I wasn't expecting. I kept saying to my mom, because I was posting like daily for like not that long, but a bit before the gainer video, and I was like, I feel like this is gonna take like a long time. Like I wasn't expecting.
It was like a month of just you posting every day.
I wasn't expecting. I kept saying like I just need to like keep working, just need to be patient, and then that happened. So I was like, whoa, this is crazy. But now I feel like I'm kind of at like a standstill again after that, where it's like I'm probably gonna lose followers because like gainer video just like I would do that too. I'd follow someone to like see the updates, and then it happens, and I'm like unfollow them. But so I feel like I'm either gonna like stay at the same or like lose followers, and then I just gotta keep like because this is something that I like really love doing, and it's like I want to become better at it and like make it a thing.
Like not to talk about like Alex Earl again, sorry, but I'm sorry, but she posted like 2 years straight, like consistently every single day, and it took that long for her to like.
Which
like,
that's
it just
why
takes
it's like
time.
one of those things. I'm not a patient person at all, but it's bad.
You're right,
but it's one of those things where
it's
I
like,
know
it takes time.
I gotta just
it'll
keep
get
going
there
if I really want it, and then it'll be like
Stay
way
consistent.
more worth it. I feel like in the end, because it's not something that just happened overnight. It's like something that I actually had to work for. Like just always.
That'll be super rewarding too.
I think a lot of people get discouraged by that time. And if you're one of those people, I kind of got discouraged too. Like that's why I took a giant, like pretty much like a 9-month break of filming, because it was like we got to 1,000 subscribers, but we didn't get to the monetization hours watch that you need. So it was like, oh man, we're kind of doing this, not making money.
Now I'm just like,
but like
here.
I know I can, but then I realized like the collaborations with people help a lot, because you share the fan bases of both, which is why
people come from their page
which is why I want to talk to you too, but it's also why we did the one with Outdoor with the Morgans. And then we had I forget how we met this kid, but his name is Tony Rello. And he's a singer-songwriter, rapper from like the Beaver area, and I think one of our friends had put us in contact with him. He was like our first bigger person to come on the podcast, because he brought over his fans, and it was like 400 views, and we're like, this is crazy, especially for YouTube, where like you have to click, like it doesn't just come up on your stuff anymore. But I say too, with a lot of people, like. You have access, if you have access to a phone and Wi-Fi, like you can pretty much make a career out of it, which is crazy because like you sitting across from me could make it, like mom could make it.
That's what my sister keeps saying. She's like, if you ever make it, I'm riding on your coach. Like, oh my God.
She's like, you better tag me and everything.
She should, like, if you were doing this, like last year whenever she went to France, she could have had so much from that.
She's moving to New York too for her job, and I think January is when she was going to, which I was like, you could do so, like,
you could do,
there's
especially
so much
in
to do in New York.
But also there's just so many different like niches on TikTok. Like you could seriously do like whatever you want. And my mom, she loves cooking so much, and she's like, maybe I should start like a homemade pizza page. I'm like, do it.
Like you literally can do whatever you want.
You don't even have to be. She would be in it because she's not like super camera shy or whatever. But I was like, you don't even have to be in it. Like so many cooking
people are
pages.
gonna watch that.
Yeah, or just like the hands and stuff. I was like, if you want to do it, do it.
There's an audience for like everything.
Seriously, everything.
My one professor, I texted him originally whenever I started like a vlog YouTube channel before this.
Yeah.
And I emailed my professor and I was like, hey, like, what do you think the success rate of a YouTube channel is? And he was like, well, this is what he said to me. He said, everyone everywhere is interested in something, which is what we just talked about.
Yeah,
so it's so true.
It really is. Which I always wonder now, because TikTok, it's not easy to blow up, but I feel like it happens a lot more often now. And
like
I wonder how like YouTubers before all of this like became so successful,
right?
Because like Alicia Marie, I don't know if you know her.
Yes, I do.
So that's someone who I've like grown up watching, like still watch to this day. Before like I was probably like 10 years old watching this girl, like so a decade ago. And I like not keep wondering, but I keep thinking about like how are these people, like props to them, but like I just want to know like how did they get
that attention?
Like, when did that like start for them? Because it wasn't anything that could just like scroll and like you click and whatever. So
the Leroys, love them. I don't know how they got so much attention.
Well, Mr. Morgan was telling me too. His niche is like so small. They do like lumber in his lumber yard. It's very specific.
And it's like even stuff like I would watch that. Well,
it's
like,
funny.
When
like,
Eva's in it, I'm always like,
I do like.
Well, my buddy Noah too was just kind of watching. He's like, it's actually kind of calming because you just watch him chop wood. That's all he does.
Yeah, that's true.
And
which
it's
is
not
so
all
funny.
he does, but like that's the majority of his content.
Yeah.
Like he's chopping wood.
It took him like 6 years. Like maybe not 6 years. I think the time frame was like 4 years or maybe 5 years to whenever he was able to quit his full-time job.
Yeah.
But it's like his success took 4 years to be in a comfort spot to make it a career.
Which is like one of those things, because again, like I didn't know I was gonna enjoy it as much whenever I first started, but like I really, really do love like making these videos and everything. And it's like one of those, I'm like willing to like put in that effort and stuff, especially if I do end up like opening my own coffee shop. I don't know if you guys know Nitro Bar. They're like a cute little coffee shop on TikTok too, and the owner, she's awesome, and they make like just like, if I was Alex Earl coming into the coffee shop, like, what would you make me? Just, like, fun videos like that.
Oh,
it's like, I would
fun.
love to, like, eventually switch into that, like, making a lot of, like, coffee content, like, still, like, day in the lives of, like, a coffee owner or a coffee shop owner, like, that type of stuff. So I was kind of expecting it from the start to take, like, a long time, which, like, sucks in reality, but if you want it, you want it.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, now that we have bar friends, like our niche is kind of a little bit smaller now, but like we don't have a set niche of people that we talk to, you know what I mean?
I feel like your Nothing But Nonsense was just for
anyone
who
like
wanted to watch.
Yeah. And I feel like bar friends, it kind of gives us that, but also it also gives us the ability to still be able to talk about anything. Because like if you meet someone at a bar, they could have anything to say.
Story.
Yeah. And you would have no idea unless you talk to them, which I kind of like about the bar friends thing too.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Cooper.
What are you doing?
You gotta sit down.
What are you doing?
You gotta sit down. Would you want to film any content ever? Like, have you ever thought
Like,
about
I would love to. Like, social media, like TikToks, like Day in My Lives. I would love to do that. I just, like, I don't really know how to edit. I'm like a grandma when it comes to
Neither did I. Feel like already within, I've been posting for like 2 months. I feel like my videos in the beginning, I'm like, what were you doing? I'm like, what are you, like the clips? I'm like, what did I make? So even just in like this short amount of time, I feel like it's just such like a big change.
I think it would be so fun and just like doing that. Also, I feel like it'd be super like motivating and like I feel like I'd be way more productive if I did start doing stuff like that. But like, I don't know.
Yeah. It's definitely like, I was one of those people who was like, it can't be that hard. Like, it's like not that big. And now that I'm doing it, I told my mom, I was like, I hate to say it, but it's a lot of
you
hard
have
work.
to spend like hours editing.
Yeah, it's
emails.
like I wake up, because I feel like this summer and like kind of this past year, I've made like a lot of changes in my life. And like one of those was like getting up really early, like just being like gym every day, very just productive throughout my days. And like now that I'm filming too, it's like I literally cut out time. Like, oh, if I would normally wake up at like 7:30 for the gym, I now wake up at 7 to cut out like literally 30 extra minutes just to like film that, and then like just all this other stuff that you never would think is like happening.
Necessary.
Yeah.
It's just a different world.
Yeah, that's why posting the podcast itself is pretty easy, because we talked about it before off camera, but like I can just take it and just throw it on YouTube.
Yeah.
But then, you know, like if we film for an hour, I've got to go through the whole video and
like,
clip
make
everything.
sure,
Even before you post it, you'll sit there for like an hour waiting for it to just like load.
Load,
And you're like, I can't do anything until I can
I know
do
that's the one
something.
thing I was nervous about starting YouTube before, whenever like I would just watch like, oh, this is how I edit, and seeing them like sitting there waiting, like or sometimes like their entire video would just like scratch, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's the type of thing that would just like set me off.
I would be. I'd like quit.
Yeah,
You definitely
delete it. I'm done.
The one thing you definitely learn is like you're like you've probably already made a mistake in editing or like in accidentally deleting something.
Yeah.
It's like just such a pain, but then you're like, okay, now I know not to do it, and or I know what I did. Like whenever we had Tony on for the first time, like it was like the first guest we didn't know, and he was coming on, and I was like, the outro cut off, and he was already gone,
gosh,
and I was like,
You're like, great.
Yeah.
like I messaged him, I was like, man, I feel bad, that's totally my fault, but like really all you can do in that situation is just kind of be accountable for it, and just be like, listen, we're gonna make it work. If you want to film something, that's great. You can just film to the camera and say like, see you guys, and I'll put something in. But you kind of feel bad because you know these people came and spent their time, and now you're like deleted half.
You're like,
thing.
great.
It's like,
It's
yay!
and I feel like those mistakes are like not constant, but like they're not going to be a one-time thing. Like it's gonna keep like you just gotta figure it out.
You'll just do it less and less.
Yeah.
But you'll definitely learn more from it. Jimmy is like on your feet. He keeps like moving closer and closer.
At first I thought it was one of your guys' foot. I'm like,
You're like,
what's
who's my footsies?
Who's doing that under here?
Is this what's going on?
Yeah. Well, side note with him, he had an eventful day
God.
yesterday.
Oh, what happened?
Oh god.
Well, you can start because you were the one that noticed it.
I was sitting outside. I was on FaceTime with my roommate, and I noticed Cooper. He's a pointer. He's a bird dog. So he got a bird, and I'm like, all right. This is what we're doing. So I'm running around the yard. Cooper, leave it! Cooper, leave it! Still, my roommate witnessed this whole thing. I'm on Facebook this entire time. He left it. He dropped it. And then Jimmy picked it up. And Jimmy doesn't even know his name. He's not. Our wiener dogs are not trained.
They're not trained.
Like,
They're COVID
whatsoever.
dogs.
They're just not trained whatsoever. And so I'm like, great. Like, what's gonna happen now? Because he's not gonna drop it. So I'm running around the yard like a chicken with my head cut off, and he has a bird in his mouth. And I notice it starts getting deeper. I'm like, oh god. So I try to like pry his mouth open and like get it out. I start freaking out. I run downstairs. She's working out. He's in here, and I'm like, help me, help me. And she's
I was like, what?
I was like, help me. And keep running upstairs. And by the time we got outside, he opened up Jimmy's like mouth and tried to like reach for the bird. And he like
It was like a cartoon
swallowed it
swallow.
whole.
Oh my gosh. I like can't even imagine that.
I can't either.
We called the vet immediately. We're like, what do we
happened?
do? And because my mom's gone for 2 weeks, so it's just the two of us. We're like, what do
like,
we do?
I would
And
freak out.
the vet just said to monitor, but he threw up some
'Cause
feathers.
I was gonna say, is there even anything you can do?
I
like
don't know.
no, I thought they would like give him like a drug to make him like throw up, but
Oh yeah, there is something you can put in there, but I have no idea.
he
Yeah.
like he did throw up, but it was just like,
like
feathers.
feathers.
I don't like that.
But it was absurd.
Well,
I was
so
like,
Natalie came down the steps and like I was playing music and working out and this door shut and she didn't really open it and all I could hear was like, give her up, and I was like, what? And she's like, help! I was like, oh, so I like ran up the stairs and like Natalie said, like I literally like pried his mouth open. And I reached for it, and it was like a cartoon, like, and I was like, dude, I was like, how did you do that?
I was with Carly, and I was like, I gotta go, and I hung up. And she was
Dogs
at a
are
private store. She was like, Matt's dog just swallowed a bird whole.
Yeah, like was it a small bird?
It was a blue jay.
An adult blue jay, like a normal sized bird.
Yeah, that was
I don't even know how it went down
crazy.
his esophagus.
That's
My
what
mom was
like
like,
his mouth is so tiny.
my mom was like, is it like flapping around in his stomach?
Yeah.
I like had my hand on it. I was like, no.
Oh, no.
I don't think so.
Yeah. You guys have mentioned him before, but he's a long hair miniature dachshund, so it's not like he's getting like, it's not like he's a big dog.
He's not big.
I want
Yeah.
one that's like gray and has the white spots.
I
and
know
the
what you're
blue
talking
eyes.
about.
Yeah.
The dapple. They're
The
so
dapple?
cute. They're
Is that
dapple.
the color?
That's that's coloring. It's called dapple.
That's funny.
They're so pretty.
He's an idiot. He's a big dumb
Yeah.
stupid idiot.
That was
That was eventful. That was
Oh my god,
yesterday.
I'm traumatized.
I would be that.
Yeah, I was at-
I got like shivers thinking about
I was at my friend's house, and like every like hour, I'd be like, I'm gonna go home and check on Jimmy. I'll be back.
They're like, why? Well, he ate a bird.
There was like, what was Jimbo up to today? I was like,
Yeah.
bird.
Oh, we haven't told this one too. Whenever he got extremely high for 24 hours.
God.
So basically, like,
Wasn't one of our finest moments.
Yeah, well, it wasn't really even our fault.
It wasn't our fault, no.
We're gonna defend that it's not our fault.
It's not our fault. It's not our fault with that story. It's not our fault.
So we give there's little CBD treats, and there's like a milligram per pound of body weight or whatever. So or not per pound of body weight, per 10 pounds of body weight. So
because I was thinking, I was like, that's kind of
that's a lot. And so we were getting ready to go celebrate the 4th. You know how dogs are on the 4th. And so Mom was like, all right, well, I'm going to give the wiener dogs each 2 because Nellie's like 12 pounds, which she's still, Nellie was probably pretty high too.
Oh my God, I didn't know she was over there.
I know, she's sitting in the towel over there.
Aww.
Jimmy's like 20 pounds, so he got 2. And Cooper is around 40 pounds, so he got 4. And so what our theory is...
We don't actually know if this is true, but it's our theory.
The math
and it
checks out.
Yeah, it would happen.
And so he's got a pretty weak stomach sometimes, and so we think he just like came downstairs and immediately just like threw up all 4 milligrams.
Which, again, he does all the time. Like he throws up all the time.
And so then they're so gross that they eat it, and we think Jimmy licked up all of it.
All 4 CBD.
And so he would have had 6 milligrams of CBD for
a 60-pound
for a
dog.
60-pound dog,
And
which
he's
is triple his
17.
body weight. And so we did the math, and it was like, how long does this last? And it's like, well, it should last from anywhere to 6 to 8 hours. And we noticed the next day, Mom was like, maybe he
Mom thought he was having back problems.
Back problems because he wasn't walking, and he wasn't turning his neck or
like,
anything.
Yeah, he's like, where am I?
I thought he had a concussion.
Well, we also thought he had a concussion too because the week before we were up at our family property and he like jumped out of this vehicle and like tumbled and we're like, dude, you're an idiot. So we think he's concussed. But then Natalie was like, I said, well, it's like a week. Like that's a pretty long concussion. So like, maybe he re-injured it or something like that.
Yeah, like jumped off the couch or something.
And so throughout the whole day, we're kind of nervous because we're like, maybe something serious is happening.
They're going to the kennel that night too.
Oh,
yeah.
Course.
And so we pick up Jimmy and you would put him in the couch to sit down and he would like full stare into the corner of the couch.
And he's like would stare in the corner of the couch like this for like 5 minutes.
He like wouldn't move.
See, that would scare me.
It scared us because we thought he was hurt. Like we thought something was wrong with his
like
head.
really wrong.
I feel like, did something possess my
Yeah,
dog?
right. But like now that we know, we don't know he was high. But now that we think he was high, it's funnier.
Because Mom took him to the vet and he's like, well, he's not concussed.
Like his blood tests were fine.
Yeah.
Like
Mom spent like, she's mad. She's like, I spent $256 on a blood work.
That's so expensive.
Yeah.
And for there to be nothing wrong, for him to be high is ridiculous.
Yeah, like seriously,
It was so weird.
But it was funny because like Natalie sat down on the grass the one time and he like took a stumble. And we were like,
he like fell over and Chase and I were like, well, that's not right.
Yeah.
Just like in a different world.
Yeah.
Soaring by himself. Because like I also find it funny too. You know, whenever you come home and your dog like they'll sit up and like look to see where you're at.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, like you're home. Well, he like sat up from the couch really slow, but he put his ears back, but didn't turn his head. And I was like,
that freaks me out.
It was so weird.
I was like, okay, Jimmy sees a ghost.
It was so weird.
There's something in the house right now.
I didn't even realize how common it was to give dogs CBD gummies until like I swear 2 years ago I just found out that was like even a thing.
Yeah.
Laura Hine, their family. I think I'm thinking of the right family because gives their dog one.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a thing? I was like, I did not realize that was even like a possibility.
Our old dog was like a mess. So we would get like with fireworks, like gunshots and anything. So we got him for her. And we just gave it to Cooper. Cooper is also a mess. So.
Cooper's a stoner. When he gets high, he'll actually for real squint.
They said that I work at the kennel they go to. And they said that you can tell him the CBD treats are because he'll be sitting there like, that's so weird. Like, oh my God.
That's so strange to me.
Dogs on the 4th, it's like, it's horrible. Is your dog like that?
No, she's something else. She's special. But no, she doesn't really. She just started barking. I think I'm making it up, but I swear she just started barking like a year ago because she didn't.
Yeah.
Which was just like weird. But it's only whenever people are like coming through our back like gate and stuff, and then she stops. But it's just like weird. But other than that, she's like fine.
How old is she?
4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which Jimmy? Jimmy's 3.
Jimmy's gonna be 4.
We've never had like major issues.
Yeah.
She's crazy. Like she's so energetic. Not like crazy like jumping and stuff, but just like she could run around the yard for hours. But our dog before her same breed and everything, like so calm, like so mellow. It's just so funny to see the differences.
Right.
You've done you did like a video of dog content. You think you'll do more dog content with her?
I don't know. Because I feel like there's...
She's like, no.
First of all, she would never cooperate. I did train her to be a therapy dog for my senior project.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's really cool.
That was a bit
Didn't work?
BS because it wasn't like... I was like, oh yeah, I took her to class like every single week. No, I took her like 2 classes. Like, luckily, I just like ended up passing.
Again? Wow, that's
I was
crazy.
just choked. That scared me.
Got yourself?
That scared me. It's been an hour.
It's like, yeah, I'd set it for 27 minutes every time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We're just chit-chatting away over
Yeah.
here.
But so she's technically a therapy dog.
I think it expires because that was 2 years ago I would have been.
Yeah.
Or 3 now, I guess. So I think it's like expired because I never did anything with it. But so I mean, I feel like I could do dog content, but she would just like never actually cooperate.
Yeah.
But someone, I think it was a dad or something, I did like a vlog or a day in the life, and they're like, "You're telling me you had a Bernese Mountain Dog this whole time and you didn't tell us." So I feel like people would enjoy to like see that. But
You're like, I do.
Well, everyone loves dog content.
Yeah.
People do.
No matter what.
Yeah.
You should maybe you do dog content.
I could.
Because some pages are
Them.
solely for dogs.
Yeah.
Which is so funny.
We get all the wiener dog pages all the
Wiener
time.
dog-
My mom will seriously be in like tears over animal videos.
My mom is all the time. My mom's like, "Did you see this?"
She sends me and it's like almost the exact same video every time, just like a different animal. I'm like,
You're like,
Natalie gets real annoyed with me because I'll sit there and be like, "Look at this."
It's so annoying. As soon as I get home, he'll be like, "Nat, look at this video." I'm like, I don't care.
But
It's
then-
like the dumbest like anime
I feel
video.
like that's how I am with answers. I'm like, send, and then I'll like go in our DMs and I'm like, 40 videos. I'm like, I did all that.
Yeah.
Like, oops.
Well, the one time I caught Natalie, because she did this like fake laugh, and I was like, "Listen, like I know that's your fake laugh. You could just walk away. I'd rather you walk away than fake laugh in my face."
That's what I do with my sister. I'm like, okay. I'll be like, that's not funny. Because our senses of humor are so different.
Are they?
And so she'll be showing me and my mom something, and me and my mom will be like, what is this?
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I'm like, don't ever
That's
show
funny.
us again.
Cole should definitely start carrying around a camera.
Well, he's hilarious, first of all, but he's super into like fashion and making his own clothes and stuff.
Is he?
which- yeah.
Oh, that would be cool if
And
he started like
I was
filming
like,
that.
I don't know if it was like a year ago or like I don't know what it was, but he was like, I want to post a TikTok. So we tried to no offense, Cole, if you're watching this, but it was not very good.
He
But
tried.
I was like, now, because again, that was probably like a year ago or even longer. I was like, if you like really wanted, because I'm pretty sure I'm remembering this right, said he wanted to start making videos, and I was like, you could easily, again, you don't even have to be in the video. You could just do like you sewing it, you going and thrifting.
He sews
like,
and everything.
I think, yeah.
That's
he
impressive.
does, and then so, because I
That is
embroidered
impressive.
for a little bit, so he uses like that machine and stuff. And then we have, I think I always mess this up. It's either a circuit or a cricket. One of those like heat press machines where it's like you can do that. So he does all that type of stuff.
That's
so
He's
wow.
super into it.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
and he makes really cool stuff. So I was like, you could even if
He
you wanted to like
should.
sell it, like just
Right?
like use that as advertisement, like.
Has he made you anything?
No, I was gonna have him make me a pair of jeans, but he honestly like I don't know what I would want him to do with it yet, because he does like kind of patchwork type of stuff. So I was like, maybe like with like a pair of bootleg jeans, he could like cut it out and like put just like fabric underneath. I think would be really cool, but I don't have any jeans that I want him
To
doing
do anything?
yet.
Yeah.
Was it you that made the Nike hoodies like forever
See, I used
ago?
to sell them.
Those
like,
were so cute.
Yeah, I did that for a bit, and I would sell them, which
Those
I
were
just-
so cute.
Yeah, it was.
Did they take a
stressful.
lot of time?
It depends for each design. Like
Yeah.
some are really simple, and like I would do like some university T-shirts where it's just
Right.
like University of Dayton, and it's like that doesn't take that long. But some like the Nike
Yeah.
ones like that, those took a long time, and it's like the thing like where you have to sit there and watch it because something could mess up, and you have to immediately like stop the machine.
Right.
And it was just like I can't sit here for like
Right.
hours and hours.
Yeah.
It's driving
You're
me
like, I'm
insane.
good.
But I did really enjoy
Yeah,
doing
those
that
are so
too.
cute.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. So this is Hunter Reynolds. So I talked about him earlier, and he reworks clothes.
Yeah.
Is the more proper term for it. And some of these are kind of just insane because they like he'll do handbags. He started off with
really cool.
handbags originally,
Oh yeah, that's so cool.
Oh, that's
and
fun.
like
Yeah.
he
That's
did all
really
those.
awesome. I did not know he did this.
Yeah.
I had
That's
no
so
clue.
cool.
And so
That
he'll
is
go
really
now
cool.
and go to like just like the Pittsburgh thrift stores, or he'll do little
Yeah.
pop-up shops and kind of try to sell his artwork or his clothing. But some of them, like he'll stitch all of it together, which I think is crazy.
so
like that's
cool.
an insane skill.
It does take a lot of work.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, Cole, like, he loves going, well, I don't know if he loves it, but he definitely does it a lot. So I assume he loves it, but he goes to Goodwill all the time, like, loves thrifting. It's mainly jeans that he does. He's done, like, a few shirts and everything, but he's really into it. Like, he's always looking at that type of stuff. So I was like, I feel like you could really, like, I was like, go to school for fashion. I was like, do something with that, because that's, like, the one thing I feel like he's really passionate about after,
Loves
like,
doing
soccer.
it. Yeah.
So I was like, utilize that, because it's, like, honestly really hard to find something that you're, like, really
passionate
solely
about,
Right.
and you could do it without making money. You'd still be happy, like that kind of thing. Like it's just a hobby. It's like, okay, now I can try to make money.
Yeah, and I'm
out
like,
of
you
it.
already do it so much and so often. Like you might as well
Might as
try
well
to
try.
like,
Why not?
even like me, I posted those sweatshirts on Instagram, and I got like a lot of sales just from that. So I was like, even if you did that, like he could do something with it.
Yeah.
But
This is, I mean, it's kind of a side note, but it's kind of related. For some weird reason, I'm obsessed with the Japanese culture. And there's this term called ikigai, which is basically just like you find something you like, it serves others, and you can make money off of it. And that's really what
3 key points.
Yeah. And so I think if Cole finds that would be awesome to do.
Oh, he's very into the Japanese culture too.
Yeah. Hence the get up. Yeah.
But so he's going to Dayton too this upcoming year, and they offer a study abroad program in Japan. And I was like, you
have to go.
That.
Even if you just do it, I don't even know if they offer it for the full semester. I assume so, but I know they definitely do a 5-week like summer program.
Yeah.
And I was like,
He
dude,
should
like
do
you
that.
need to. There's no
Why
reason
not?
to.
Yeah.
Like, so I think that would be really fun for him to do.
Cole, as your former high school captain, you have to go to Japan.
All-star.
Like, you have to go.
Your former high school.
Yeah, it's such a weird relationship.
You're like, come on.
Oh, I miss watching all that. That was such. We talk about it all the time. The soccer world was a different.
It was.
World. Like craziness.
It
Yeah,
was.
well, especially you and I played B-Ling too.
Yeah. Which that was like. We should have like Dance Moms. I feel like
we should have been paid for all the stuff that we did.
You should have.
There were so many scandals. There was so many things we had to like.
Yeah, there was drama between our teams all the time.
No, and even some with like parents and the coaches and like all this stuff. Like it's so
There
like
should
in
have
the
been a
time.
show.
Yeah, like at the time I was like, it's not that big. Looking back at it now, I'm like,
You're like,
You could have filmed it. But, like we're all like 14 and 15-year-olds doing it too.
Yeah, you're like, kind of big deal.
Yeah.
No big deal.
it was just crazy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, the soccer world's so different. Your competitive cheer world
That's
is
a different
that's
world.
a different world too. With all the cheer moms.
The all-star cheer world.
I can't believe
It's
that.
like cheer moms, band moms, and dance moms like would just absolutely brawl.
Thank God
anytime.
mom isn't like a
But
cheer
the
mom.
cheer mom?
Oh my
I feel
God.
like that could like affect a kid so much
Yeah.
too. If you're like,
All on it like that.
Yeah, I'm like
and there's
thank
so
God.
much pressure that like people feel. I'm like, I just can't even
Yeah.
imagine.
I had pressure. I definitely had pressure to like do well in soccer. I mean, you
Right.
probably
Yeah.
did too. But it's also fun to like kind of just go out and play.
Yeah,
One
it
of
was
the
never
dogs
to the
spotted.
point for me, at least,
Really?
where I was.
Are you chewing on it?
Uh-huh.
Ew.
Oh gosh.
So it's gotta be Cooper. It's the bird.
Probably.
It's Jimmy's bird.
Oh my God, that's so gross. Both their butts are facing towards me.
Oh, yeah, it could have been both of them at the same time.
Oh my god.
It's horrible. Hopefully you avoid it. Hopefully it stays over there.
Really gross.
Yeah. Did you want to play in college or no?
I was so back and forth for a long time, and then I just like started the process so late where it was like when I did try to go to like ID camps, it was like a year before, like the summer before I was going to college. I was like, it was just way too late to even like try. I'm honestly happy now that I didn't, because like with schoolwork and just like everything, I don't know how I would have made time for it. But people like Cole, I'm like really pushing him to be not on like even the like official team, but
Like
just
a
like
The club team.
because it's like so much fun and it's not that much pressure to like do whatever. But
Yeah, my friends are on the club baseball team at Penn State, and they love it because
Yeah,
it's
I
not
feel
like they go to practices, but it's not like full commitment.
Yeah, it's
they
not,
still have
like,
time to do their
100% in
schoolwork.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Well,
love
a big
it.
school tool like that, they get to like travel. You
Sorry.
get big school tool? I like a big school tool. Let me restart. At like a big school to
There
like
you go.
Penn State.
There you go. Good job.
See, I thought you said baseball too.
That was bad. I do that all the time. I just talk too fast.
Yeah.
They get to like for real travel.
Oh, they went to I think like St. Louis, and they went places in New York. Like,
Didn't they go to
Good
Florida
time.
for spring break?
they went to Florida for spring break and played
really,
there.
Like, fun and cool, but
And like the coaches are students. Like, they love it.
Yeah. Like for me, like I ended up quitting just because I'm at the D3 level and I didn't necessarily kind of like the program's kind of like a mess in a sense. But I am so thankful that I did it because it gives you that immediate group of friends that you can mesh in.
Too. Like it's just an automatic. And he's like, well, what if I don't like them? I'm like, it's just like soccer people. I don't know if like it's like cheer and like all other sports like this. I feel like you just get along. Like
that
it
is how
just
it is.
happens. Like
like you're all interested in soccer. Like you're gonna be.
But that's the one reason I do like kind of regret at least not doing like club or anything, because I was like I know I would have made like a really like big close group of
tight group of friends.
Yeah.
Whenever you went to college, were you just friends more with like Katie's friends, or did you get kind of involved pretty fast?
I mean, so me and my roommate, and then we got like the dorm building at Dayton that's like up by itself, like on the top of the hill. Like we're loners. So our floor became like really, really
that's
close.
Good.
So
that's fun.
there was that. And then second semester she studied abroad. So I was like all alone with that. And I joined a business frat that she was into, but that was like another immediate like close friend group. And then Heritage is a coffee shop I worked at that I also joined second semester, which like love those people. They're so awesome. That. And so that's like another group. So it's just like kind of a bunch of different like random stuff. But I mean, I was like, Katie definitely like introduced me to like all of her friends and like all the people and stuff that I still like talk to now, especially that were like younger than her. So it was kind of like a mix of both. But I was never really like going out with her, and like if she would have a house party, like I would be there. But other than that, it was like not much.
Yeah, I think that's a real big intimidator for kids going to college. It's like, man, I really do have to restart. Which it's like it's scary, but then once you find
it's like a good thing.
Your people, which it frankly doesn't take as long as you think it does. Like I feel like some kids go in there thinking, oh man, the whole fall semester I'm not gonna have any friends.
Yeah, it's like not.
So then you show up and then you make your floor friends, and it's like, okay, I can hang out with these people all the time.
No. What I've been saying though is like I feel like, especially with Andrew and Adam both transferring this past semester, so like second semester sophomore year, after 2 years is when I like really found my people. Like it's when I like, these are like the people I want to hang out with like till the end. Like I love them. Like we spend so much time together. So I did have friends like very like from the start, but then it's like I really know that these are like the ones that I like hold up to.
Where did Adam transfer from?
Duquesne.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I knew that.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah,
I thought he was at Dayton the whole time.
I don't think a lot of people know that. But
he was at Dayton the whole
Did he go
time.
for hockey? Okay, that's why. Okay, now
that makes sense.
But us three, like literally, we spend every waking moment together, which like
that's probably so
Adam
fun.
and Andrew probably hate it, but I love it.
I love it.
Want to go like do something?
I thought that one TikTok you did with them, it's like girls drinking mimosas.
Oh, yeah.
That one was funny.
So funny.
That was funny.
No, it's just one of those things. Like I love them so much.
Yeah.
Like I'm so happy that they're there, and we got lucky that they got in the same building as me, which was like such a not a coincidence because they like requested it, but I didn't think it was gonna work because it was like, I swear like a month before we were going back our sophomore year, so I was like, there's no shot they're getting in like this building, but they did, so it was really
yeah,
fun.
that makes it that much better too.
Yeah. And they got two really, because they had to be with two random roommates, and they got so lucky. Like, they're two awesome guys that they're living with.
That is lucky.
Yeah.
So are you still in a building, or are you like an apartment house now?
First 2 years at Dayton, you have to be, freshman year it's like a dorm.
You have
and
to
then
be,
sophomore year you still have to go through Dayton, but they're more like apartment type of things. So like we had like a suite style, we had living room, 2 different rooms with 2 people in each room, and then a bathroom. All the other sophomore dorms are 4 to 6 people, however many rooms, and then they have a kitchen. So we of course didn't get the kitchen, but and then junior and senior year you have the option of going through Dayton again. You'd be in a house, but I'm not even gonna get into it because it's like a whole different like point system and whatever. But then they like assign you a random house based on preference and how many points you got. So you could either do it through them. So next year I'm doing it through Dayton.
Yeah.
I'll be in a house with 4 other girls, and then senior year we already signed a landlord house. So it's like whatever you want to do.
Right.
You can either do it through Dayton again or landlord. But
Yeah. We're in a townhouse, which is awesome because for some reason last year and my sophomore spring semester somehow we got into one, but our townhouse door didn't lock, which is kind of scary. But we
No,
like
thank you.
we go to
Thank you.
I go to Westminster and New Wilmington, so it's like someone like nobody's ever up there, and it's nice and quiet. But like you could walk in whenever, so people would just like, it was like full house every day. It's like it's
Yeah,
always
so-
open, and then it's like boom, someone's in my room, and I'm like, what do you want?
Like, hello? Like, what can I help you with?
Yeah.
I'm taking a
She's
nap.
like, I just want to see what you're doing. I was like, I'm just reading. I was like, I'm okay.
What does it look like I'm doing?
No, Dayton's like literally just a square. Like even if you do like landlord housing, you're still basically on the campus.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
it's small, like it's literally just like a border and everyone's there.
Yeah.
So
It was funny. I saw this TikTok today. I feel like I say that sentence probably 30
So
times
I
a day.
TikTok
Like,
today.
it's actually pretty bad.
I feel so weird whenever I'm talking to like older people and I'm like, well, this TikTok, and they're probably like, this idiot is on TikTok all day. I'm like, sorry.
Like, yeah, but I'm learning more off of TikTok than anything else.
Like it's my job.
Yeah. But it was like 10 most depressing cities in the world, or like in the United States, and it was like some Dayton, and I was like, oh, that sucks.
That's too bad.
Hey, we're ranked number 2 for patties. That's all I care about.
That is true. That is true. It's like the
That's
holy
very
grail.
true.
Yeah.
What's one?
Dublin. So that's
Okay,
why I'm like,
okay,
it's
what the
exactly,
hell?
exactly. So we're fine for 2.
I think Mark, you know Mark, he's my roommate. He wanted to go to Dayton last year to visit his friend, and he was like, dude,
It's
you have to go
awesome.
and do the ginger run.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Andrew got it.
That's
the
what
first-
he
just
I'm like,
said.
you were not, because he went with Ben Corral.
Yeah, he went with
Steve.
Ben.
And Steve's obviously ginger.
Right.
And people were like, I guess, yelling at Andrew because they take it serious. They have like a group me, like they have like, in
Oh my
Kamarec, it's
God.
like thousands of people.
Right.
Which is like,
Oh.
how can thousands of gingers go to one school? But they were yelling at Andrew, and Andrew's like, this is my brother. Like, what do you mean? And I was just like, how?
Oh my god.
That's
Yeah,
so
we were,
funny.
talking about it in Wyoming.
He was like,
Andrew's
yeah,
like,
I
I did
won.
it.
Yeah, it's seriously insane. It's so funny. Like, I laugh the entire time.
That's hilarious.
He was like, yeah, I like won. And I was like, how did you win?
I know you did.
Shut up.
That's too funny. Yeah. But he was like, I should have gone. I probably
Yeah.
should have. I can't.
Dude,
I
this
did
this
because
year.
I went
I was
up
gonna
to.
say, do it this year.
Yeah.
I came up to visit you, I think.
Because
No, you
Andrew
didn't.
obviously.
No, it was there was a no, because that was the spring. I'm trying to think of why I didn't go up. There was a reason why I didn't go up.
You're
Come this
probably
year.
doing something at the house with your friends. It's always his
Probably.
excuse.
Probably.
You had like,
I'd rather just chill
you
at
had
the
like
house.
club seats at the one of the Penn State football games, and you're like, yeah, my friends are doing something
Like,
up here. I
really?
was like, seriously?
I mean, I don't really feel like driving 2.5 hours.
That's not even that bad.
No, it's not.
I don't
for
feel like it.
club
Yeah.
seats, like
You're right. I
That's
should
a
have gone.
box seat.
I made it to a whiteout game, which that was crazy.
Yeah, my sister asked me to go to see Shannon O'Shea. I don't remember why I didn't go. I think I just like didn't have. I was like, I can't spend that money.
Yeah.
I can't.
Like that's a lot.
Yeah.
But no, Dayton like Patty's is a whole different experience.
Yeah.
Like my friends visited me this year. It's like wake up at 2:30 and you're not going back.
Yeah,
to bed.
Katie was there this year, wasn't
yeah.
she? She
We
like
weren't
snapped
with
at
them
me at
that
like
much.
4:30, and I was like,
Hello.
oh god.
It's
Oh
so
my
crazy. Like last year, me and my roommate woke because Ben Corral, Nolan Dworak, and Andrew visited us last year in our small dorm room, and
Yeah.
we're waking them up at 2:30, like blasting on the
Get
speaker,
up.
lights flashing. Steve's like, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
What's happening?" But it's crazy. Like I don't know how we survive it.
Whenever Andrew was at Bama, did you make it to any of the football games?
Not when he was there freshman year, but this year we went and visited Katie
Yeah.
for the Tennessee game.
Was it
which
cool?
Yeah.
Oh,
it
that
was
had to
like,
have been
so
so
different.
cool.
me being the like small school, like it was a whole different experience that I've like never even been to like a Steelers game. Like I
Yeah.
probably have, but not that I remember. So it
Right.
was insane.
Yeah.
I keep
Which-
wanting to go up and visit her this year because I want to
we're gonna
experience
I feel like
that.
that'd
go,
be
but
crazy.
we'll be gone in the fall, so we can't go to any
Oh,
football
yeah.
games. So we're definitely gonna go in the spring just to like visit.
Yeah.
I love it there.
It's like a different world there, I swear. Katie
I'm-
like tells me all these
It's
stories, and I'm
insane.
like, what?
I talk to her all the time about it. I'm like, what do you mean?
What, this happened?
Yeah.
I just think it's crazy that she's a sorority girl at Bama.
Oh my god,
Like,
I know.
that's just like-
and
Well, it's so Katie though.
I was
It
gonna
is,
say
it really
she
is.
If
loves
a sorority
it.
girl,
Yeah.
I'd be like, who is?
I'd be like,
do I
why are
know
you even at Bama?
But
Like,
It is, but it's just crazy
she
because it's
loves
like,
it.
oh, I'm in a sorority at Bama. It's like you can't really just gloss over
Yeah.
that.
you're like,
Well,
so you went through that?
Yeah, and we went to her sorority for like game day and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and like ate there and stuff. And I was like, these houses are so big.
They're massive.
It's crazy.
Mhm.
Like, it's just a whole other
Yeah,
world.
I
That it's
don't-
just like
yeah.
I don't think I could even be a part of that.
It's like
Even like the pricing for the houses, I was like, oh my god.
Well, because when Andrew was like rushing a frat first semester freshman year, and he was telling me the price just to like be a part of it, I was like, "What do you mean you're paying that each semester?"
Like,
Yeah.
For that, like it's
Yeah.
not worth it. It's not worth
crazy.
it.
Bama,
I'm like, well, this is happening.
Bama's sorority rush is honestly kind of just like, it's like Navy SEAL week for girls.
Oh my God, I know.
It's like Hell Week.
Yeah.
It's probably like Hell Week for you
year.
guys too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not nearly as bad as Bama though.
Well, Bama's, it's like,
That's crazy.
yeah, you gotta like mentally prepare for that.
Yeah.
Was it hard for the business frat, or was it just like interviews?
It's like a whole week of stuff. I would say it's like harder to get into the business because it's like very professional. Like once you're in it, it's very like chill and stuff.
One
and
of my close friends is in it, and it's like
it's
going
just, like,
and getting into it. It was really hard.
It's like so the first day is like meet the brothers. So it's like you literally going up by yourself, not by yourself. Like there's all the not pledges, just like the rushies, whatever. Going up and just like introducing yourself to as many brothers as you can, which is so intimidating because it's like, what do you talk about like that many times? And you want to like that night you want to keep it professional, like you're in a suit, whatever. And then it's just like we have speed dating and like it is fun, but it's like a lot of pressure. And then if you get like the interviews, you have to go do that, which is like intimidating again.
Yeah, to say the least.
Yeah, especially if you're like, because I did it freshman year and I had never like done anything like that, so it was just like very out of my comfort zone. But
she had to make like Riley had to make like 5 different resumes.
Yeah,
and they're,
we
like,
have a resume workshop.
They're like
go
no,
in and like rip you to
yeah,
shreds.
I think they literally like were ripping people's
Ripping
resumes
people to
apart.
shreds over a resume is crazy.
Yeah,
I know,
but I
like,
think now her resume is like perfect.
Yeah. It does. It definitely is like very beneficial.
Yeah.
And so much. Like we do like a weekend trip or like a getaway, whatever. And last year we went to like this like random like farm or whatever. We all slept in cabins. It was really fun. But
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Is it with your business frat too? Like that would be fun.
It's funny, like being that I go to such a small school, like our undergrad's like 1,100 students, which is crazy. And so all of the frats and sororities are pretty much just like the sports teams. So it's like I don't really feel the need to join a fraternity because it's like I'm hanging. I gotta pay to hang out with these people on a Sunday for chapter.
Like, you don't want to. It doesn't really. Yeah, especially with stuff like that where you don't need to do it. Because I feel like Penn State, Bama, like if you're not in a sorority or frat, like you can't go to parties. Like, you're not really included in that much. So. I feel like schools like that and like Dayton, like it doesn't really like
even
that
for like much. Penn State's like Thon, like if you're not in a program of some sort, a club, an organization, like you can't stand anywhere. No, like you have nowhere to stand.
It's crazy.
Well, yeah, because Kira Hodum, she's in a sorority at Penn State, and she tells us about it. And I'm just seriously like, is that real? Like, because it's just the type of stuff where it's like, again, I go to a small school. It's like I never like could imagine it being like that, but.
Yeah, I can't either. Every time I go to
We've
visit,
gotten so much closer since being at school, and I love her.
I love her so much.
Every time I go to Penn State, it's like, oh, I gotta lock in. I gotta pay attention. It's like I can't just walk around right now.
Yeah,
it's a different atmosphere.
Oh,
for sure.
That's for sure.
Do you think like is it for you?
For me, I could never see myself at a smaller school.
Yeah. You think Dayton's for you then?
I don't know. I love it so much, but at the same time, not necessarily a bigger school, but I honestly still, because for a long time I was like, I'm going to California, I'm going to Hawaii. Like, I like was only gonna apply there for a really long time, and part of me does. And I'm like, why am I in Ohio right now? So part of me does really wish I was there, just because I feel like where I'm at right now in life, that would just like make it so much better. But I do love Dayton so much, and like I couldn't see myself being here.
Yeah. So. I think we'll get ready to wrap this up a little bit. We have.
This has been a long. I feel like
it's long. It's like an hour. It's an hour and 17 minutes right now. But we've got this other segment that Noah and I have started where we add 3 songs each to a playlist on Spotify. Okay. So you remember you did it once before.
Did I?
Yeah, because you've been on the podcast before. So all you have to do is add or think of 3 songs that you've been listening to recently or that you really like, and I'll just add them. But it gives us the listeners another way to like kind of listen to the music that we listen to as well. So I'll go first and give you guys some time to think about what you want to add. I was gonna say, let me
look at my Spotify really quick. Wait, is there like a certain vibe?
No, it's literally all of it. Like we have everything.
Are we doing 1 song each or 3 songs?
3 songs each.
Okay.
So being that we just went to Cheyenne and we saw a bunch of people, I'm gonna do a lot. I'm gonna do Jelly Roll. A bit.
Andrew loved that.
That was awesome.
That was
Seeing
so
Jelly Roll was awesome.
That was so good.
What's the one? Bottle and Mary Jane.
Andrew was funny when we were walking back from Jason Aldean. He was like, "Somebody sing" the entire way.
So random.
And this like daughter and her mom were laughing, and Miss Amy's like, "All right."
Like, what is coming out of his mouth? Like, whenever we go to like Target or anywhere, I'm like, I feel like I have a kid.
Talking about?
I feel like I have a child that I need to be like, shh.
Be quiet.
Yeah.
He's like a leash.
Who opened up for Jelly Roll? Oh, Warren Ziders.
Warren Ziders.
And then from him, I'll do Ride the Lightning. It might already be in there, though.
You need your car. You're naked right now. Did we put this on? I know. I
two.
didn't put this off.
Okay, those are in. Any of you have any of the ones?
Yes, I'm doing The View Between Villages by Noah Kahan, but the extended version.
Okay.
That song makes me cry.
Same. The one time, whenever he came out with like the new album, like the same songs just with other people, and the extended version came out, I'm like, hey, can we play this with Andrew in the car? And I was like looking out the window, like hoping he wasn't seeing me crying.
It makes me cry.
Why?
And it's only the extended version that makes me cry. It's not the
Same.
regular one.
What was the other one I was gonna do? This one's so random, but it's like literally my theme song. La La La, like the Shakira Brazil. It's like a green, yellow, and red cover.
Shakira. Yeah. I got it.
Shakira.
Like, la 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 La.
Yeah, it's from the 2014 World Cup.
It's like my actual theme song. Oh, my other theme song is Thank God I'm a Country Boy.
Nice.
That's good.
Are you?
Yeah, I wish.
Okay.
That was like a song that my grandpa used to really like, and then like our family the one time was singing it in my grandma's like dining room area, and I was like, I felt like I was transported, and ever since then I was like, this is my
This
song.
is it. Yeah.
That's too good. I'm gonna do Bass Boat.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
I don't even think I know
Zach
that
Bryan.
song.
Did you listen to that? The new Zach Bryan album?
Like yes
Parts?
and no.
Yeah.
I haven't like fully like I need
Listened
to
to it?
listen to it like 4 times before I like really know what I like and I don't like.
That's true. I'll listen to like, I'll find ones that I was like, oh, I like this, but then I'll find ones later that'll be like,
Where
oh,
it's
I like this.
Or sometimes I'm like, I hate this song, never play it again, and then I listen to it 2 more
For some
times,
reason
and
it
it's
grows
my
on you.
favorite song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, oh wow. We Are the People, Empire.
That's one of my favorite
this
songs
one.
right now.
It's so good. We are the people. Okay, and then one more. Hang on, I gotta look at my playlist. I think I'm gonna do You Look Like You Love Me. Ella
that's a
Langley
good
and
one.
Riley Green. I've been listening to it so much recently.
You introduced me to that one. I do like that
I
one.
heard it on
This is a
TikTok.
fun idea.
of course.
I know half the songs I listen to.
Well, we got this idea from
We are the people.
so Noah's friend, his name is Zach. I think it was Zach that said to do this. But his girlfriend is Audra Miller, and I don't know if you know her, but she's a cover band singer, but they have like 17 million subscribers on YouTube.
Jeez.
And so we did a
That's
podcast
awesome.
with them, but she does the Spotify thing too. And so Zach was like, you guys should do it as well.
that's smart.
So it kind of it's like, oh, it's like they like this song.
Yeah.
So you can go back and find it.
I know, because a lot of times when people have like link trees and they have their Spotify in it, I go on to be like, oh, like who are
What
they
are you
really?
Yeah, who are they really? That's a good way to put it.
That's so smart. Music tells all.
Yeah.
It really
You
does.
can't really tell who we are because there's everything in it.
Oh, all of the above.
Yeah, we have like rock, country.
All of
Yeah,
the
oh my
above.
gosh.
Okay.
Jesus. It is scary. I'm gonna pause.
It's so loud.
It is loud, but I do it so that I can hear it.
Yeah.
But yeah, listening to everything is like.
I went to a music festival this past
You
weekend.
did. We didn't even talk about that.
And because I used to try to be like country mainly, like some like, not like beachy vibe, but like that type of whatever. I got stuck in, I don't know if you saw the video of me talking about it, of a punk rock band, like crazy. And now I like literally have been listening to them every
You're
day.
like in the
I'm
car,
I
you're like-
changed. I'm a different person. Like,
You like look at yourself. It's like, who am I
like
anymore?
this, I came out of the crowd like just like, oh
What
my
just
gosh.
happened?
I was like, what was that?
But how
So
was that festival? Was
it was
fun?
so much fun. It's just like
You camped too, didn't you?
which is like
A lot.
good and bad. yeah, it's just like 3 days of like artist after artist. Like it's
That's fun. That's
I
a
thought it
lot
was
of
funny
fun.
too. It's like you woke up. It's like, dude, get ready with me. I was like, oh, she for real brought all of her makeup with her, and I was like, oh, she's committed.
She's committed.
I'm like, with the water on, I was like, that's
Yeah.
Was your mom dumping it on your face?
And my cousin was. My mom was just like, what's happening?
You're like, keep going.
It's like the commitment to this is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's smart
It's really
though.
fun though.
So what kind of festival was that?
It's a Christian music festival, but it's just like so many different genres, like heavy metal. Somewhere it's like heavy metal, like,
Really?
just screaming, which we're talking about. Like it's just like a very like a weird, not weird, but like different group of
Right.
people who you
Yeah.
would never expect to like be
Right.
there.
Well, that genre
And-
for a Christian festival is crazy to me.
Because you can't understand what like the music is saying. Because most of the time you like can hear
Yeah.
the songs and be like, oh yeah, that's Christian music. But then it's just like seriously just straight screaming. And it's so funny because then like a lot of the times the artist will like go into like a talk about like their journey or just like God and whatever. So it was like really funny because we were just walking by the one time and they're screaming and then he goes into just like, hey, so this is mine. And I'm like, what's happening? But so it's like, again, like artist after artist, there's different stages. Like you're running from like one to the other to like see who you want to see.
Oh, there's different stages. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool too.
So it's just like constant stuff.
Were they separated pretty heavily, or were they pretty close? Like
I would say everything's like a 10-minute walk, so like not like
so
bad at all.
I was gonna ask because it's like I didn't know if another concert was overshadowing another concert, like if they were super close like that.
Yeah, I mean you can hear it from like the roads and on the walk and stuff, but while you're actually at the other like stage, you can't hear anything.
That's good.
Cool. That's good. Yeah.
But
that's
you
pretty
are
cool
like lugging a lawn chair around the entire day. And I was like carrying the cooler. I was like, I got this. It's hard. My shoulders were hurting.
That's funny. Well, I'm glad we got to talk about that too, because I knew you did that. Is there anything else that you want to add, like any content coming up or any maybe partnerships to look forward to? Well, you said the one.
Yeah, I don't really have any like super exciting partnerships yet.
Or no free advertisement.
Yeah.
You'll
have to stay tuned.
You'll have to stay tuned.
That's a good one. Yeah.
But thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So
I'm
fun.
glad we got to be able. This is the first time using any of this too.
Oh yeah, I hope it's good.
Yeah, that's.
You
so I'm excited
gotta
for that.
do a little outro with one of these.
Oh yeah, there's. Sorry for the people, but there's an applause which is right here, so they'll be able to hear that whenever I put in, which is funny. It's still going. Yeah, no, I was like, I guess I could have stopped it. But Noah's gonna have a fun time with it because there's an air horn and a record scratch. So
God,
he'll
he's
just
gonna
like
be like-
spam it the whole time. Yeah, it's like, all right, man. But yeah, side note too, this for whatever reason this didn't turn on today, and I was like, oh
man.
god.
Great,
So
here we
luckily
go.
I figured it out somehow. But
We came down here to work out, and this was on, and I was like, "Is that what the music's coming from?" He goes, "No, I was too scared to turn it off."
It's just, I'm gonna be honest right now.
I was like, "Oh, that's smart."
But yeah, thanks again for Livy joining us today. It was a blessing to be able to talk to the gator girl.
Yay.
The gator girl.
Now has a name.
Yeah. She's got a name. For the people that maybe haven't really tuned into her content before, but I hope you guys do. I'll be able to tag all your socials in the bio and then also in the Instagram posts as well, so that people can find you there.
Thank you so much. It was really fun.
Yeah. I'll be posting the clips. This will probably be up by I'm hoping Monday.
Yeah,
So
the goal.
Look ready for this. You guys are all to be listening to it, so I'm not really even why I'm saying this. So look for the next episode next Monday, between the hours of 4 to 6 p.m.
Bar
for your happy
friends.
hour.
Our friends.
I think I kind of like that outro. But anyways, thanks again. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Bar Friends. We'll see you in the next one. Deuces.
Deuces.
Bye.
See ya.
She was jumping on my legs again.
You can't manage this, can't break this bar funded. Gotta keep my distance when you not 100,